87,000 people that got employed for the IRS. He gonna send all of them to the border.
No, you know what it was?
He gonna be in?
They had Joe on the meds. They was drugging Joe. That's why he couldn't.
Don't.
That's why he was tweaking.
I think that was hard.
Galaxy Defenders.
Yeah.
And when that bitch dropped down, it was like,
And you
yo,
see Kanye standing there like this.
So how you doing, family? What's going on, man? Talk to me. Tell me what's going on, man. The world is crazy right now.
No,
Life is crazy. The world is crazy. What's going on, man? Talk to me. Tell me what's on your mind.
Bruh, I'm chilling. I'm chilling on all this shit. I'm just watching it all play out, y'all. It's just crazy.
It's been some bull. It's been some bull.
It's been some crazy
It's
stuff
been
going
some
on,
bullshit.
man.
We are in February, but January was just a month ago, and I feel like we're already like halfway through the year.
Yeah.
This is the long. January was the longest year ever, bro.
The longest what?
The longest. Yo, this dude Trump,
God.
like
Trumpito.
What
That's
you
one thing about
on?
it. As far as the podcast level, Trump is gonna keep getting people paid because he gonna keep something for you to talk about. When Biden was in there, it was like, oh, Biden just slow, whatever. But Trump, like, nah, he signed executive action.
Trump is definitely.
Hey, y'all heard
America.
about
He got his
Joe's
Black Air
little
Force
deal?
Ones on.
So Joe Biden got signed to Creative Arts Agency,
To do what?
which is
I'm like,
like Cardi B and Lady Gaga are like signed with it. It's like a management company, but it's like, bruh, Joe, we're not.
To manage
Yeah,
his
we're not expecting anything from you. We're not expecting anything from you, Joe.
Listen,
Okay.
I thought Joe was gonna be somewhere like Little House on the Prairie style, chilling, sitting down
He
with
trying to come
Jill.
out.
You know,
He
they're
trying to
looking
pop
at old family
He trying to pop
heirlooms.
out.
He trying to pop out.
What the hell type of commercial
No, you know what it
is
was?
he gonna be in?
They had Joe on the meds. They was drugging Joe. That's why he couldn't.
Don't.
That's why he was tweaking. That's why he was tweaking. They were,
Huh?
I think they was drugging Joe, and that's why they were doping him. They were
Yeah.
putting
He done finally got off the dope,
He's
cuz.
sitting over there.
No.
He finally got off the dope.
They're
Now
like,
he
they're like,
good.
Joe, what you gonna do about the foreign policy? He like, I don't know. We gonna go over the border. Look at my grandbaby.
When he fell down the steps, legitimately,
He fell down
I
the
was
steps.
concerned for his welfare.
Yeah, a few
There's a
times.
rolling.
I'm talking about cuz a few times.
Damn, Grandpa.
He fell up. He fell up steps cuz like he's been walking up air flights and just falling. Like,
Okay, so far, who y'all think was better? You think Biden was a better president? You think Trump is gonna be a better president? What you think? What y'all think about?
Obama is my president, and that is the only president that I acknowledge.
I mean, to answer the question,
We're gonna talk about Obama in a
to
minute.
answer the question, cuz I don't know. I don't know who's the better one. They both some bullshit. It's some bullshit. This year's starting off some bullshit because it's some bullshit.
It's some bullshit.
Man,
It's a
y'all
lot of
cannot
bullshit.
even compare them both because they're
Like,
like,
hold on, compare who? Who we comparing?
okay, if we're comparing Joe Biden and Donald Trump, there's no comparison because their supporters are like two totally different people, bro. Joe Biden supporters are very much so like, let's have diversity and inclusion and let's like make everybody feel happy and let's do something to make sure that student loans are free. These are their supporters. I'm not saying this is true. And then you have Donald Trump and these people are like, get them out of here. No immigration. I don't like any of this DE&I stuff. There's only one gender.
My
There's
boy
two
said-
genders.
my
There's a
boy
woman
said-
and there's a man. They're
my-
very, very, they're hype. Like they'll get kicked out the party type hype.
Trump said it was 87,000 people that got employed for the IRS. He gonna send all of them to the border.
Oh,
He's sending all of them to the
damn!
border.
What?
What?
He said all
What?
the people who were hired, he's sending
That's
them straight to
crazy.
the border. He said since y'all like to have guns anyway, y'all want to run around with guns and shit, then go ahead and go.
Bruh, people at the IRS have guns?
Yeah.
What?
Like, yeah,
What?
yeah. Like this
No
is an
way.
agency type of thing. Yeah,
Oh,
they do
shit.
have an agency type of shit in
Damn.
the IRS. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you know the IRS can kick your dough in, nigga?
Kick
Like,
the
yeah.
You're
You know-
right though.
Yes, you know
But
the
no,
IRS
wait.
can kick your dough in.
I didn't think it was like the
Yes.
IRS. So I thought the IRS would go get like.
Nah.
I think between Joe Biden and Donald Trump is definitely the more controversial.
Mm.
Because people feel pity on Joe Biden. They're like, oh damn, he fell again. He looks very like
He's the president. But how we feel pity
kind
on
of
our president?
geriatric.
I'm not saying
But
crazy.
people feel pity on him. But Donald Trump, like that's a whole. if there was a party, the Joe Biden people will be sitting tastefully at the bar, like getting their little shots.
I'm gonna tell you
and
what Trump doing.
Trump supporters are the ones in the middle mogging.
Trump.
Let's go.
Trump is in his black Cadillac with his black Air Force Ones on, with a black and mild hanging out the window. Like, hold on, gang, let me drive this right here. Hold on. Nah, they like, hold on, bro, you about to crash. He's like, nah,
bro.
Move.
Watch out.
I got
Obama.
it. Watch out.
Obama is the one smoking weed, and George Bush is definitely the one drinking, like, what do they call it when you take a beer and you punch the side of it and you do a shotgun? He's shotgunning beers in the back. He's shotgunning
doing cocaine
and doing lots of
off of boobies.
I can't even say allegedly because that's like facts. Yeah, that's facts.
That's facts.
I don't know.
Off
of boobies.
So I don't know if y'all heard this little bit, guys, but allegedly, we ain't trying to get shut down our first episode.
Oh man!
Oh my god! So allegedly, y'all, USPS came out and was like, "Hey, we gonna pause China and Hong Kong packages temporarily.
No more Temu."
But
that's crazy.
My bitches need their Shein. They need their Temu. They play like they don't be on fast fashion, but they definitely the fuck me.
Trump say no. We texting all of y'all. Y'all gonna pay me my money.
But then they said it was back. They said, oh, it's temporarily paused. But then apparently it's up again. I don't think anybody knows what's going on.
Man, as many lies. I'm trying to tell you, as many lies as the media is just pushing. I mean, I heard something about Trump taking away driver license.
Man,
like,
I heard something about I heard something.
You don't know what
they
to
said
believe.
Trump was gonna make all black people start picking cotton. They just making
things up. Like I really think they reached too far with a lot of this stuff. Now, some of this shit,
but the DE&I shit, that shit's stuck.
Yeah, some of this shit is hitting.
Yeah,
but
the Target shit. I think Target. So if you guys don't know, Target came out with this whole statement and was like, it was some PR bullshit. Like, we are no longer prioritizing diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's what DEI stands for. And the whole reason DEI is around is because they felt like marginalized communities did not get the same opportunity as other communities. Not that they weren't as qualified. They just didn't get the same opportunities. So Trump, this really came from Elon Musk, y'all. Because Elon Musk was really big on that DEI shit. He's really a big power figure in it. He thinks that DEI is racism. So it's connected. It's all connected. But Target literally came out and said, "Yo, we ain't doing DEI no more." A lot of companies, Aldi is scrubbing DEI from their websites and their web pages. How do y'all feel about this shit?
I mean, but these are companies. Companies are for profit. If the president change, if the climate change, they're gonna change because they got stockholders and they're about money. So in a way, they're not political figures. They just trying to make as much money as they can. So they don't really care anything about the LTG community or all that stuff, and they don't really care nothing about the right side as far as like Trump. They just want to make money. So they're gonna drift whichever way. So I mean, that's kind of what I expect either way. I didn't expect for them to like go against the grain and be like, okay, we're gonna promote this at the adverse of our own company and things like that. Because it's like, no, these are companies. They're trying to make as much money as they can. So
that's
But Target, the CEO of Target, his name is Brian. I don't think he expected for his investors to sue him because now people ain't shopping at Target no more. There's a Target boy. Like, literally, if you're an influencer or, like, a celebrity and you're like, hey, I went to Target, they're going to be in your comments like, oh, you don't care about Black people. You don't care about Latino people. You don't care about age. Because Target built a lot of their business on pushing these companies forward. So now they feel defrauded because why did Target tell these people, their investors, that there was no risk in them taking DE&I away? So basically, they come to the table and Brian's like, look, Trump's the president. You know, there's no risk. Everybody, just keep your bags, hold on to your stocks. And then I see a video yesterday and there are carts full of returns. Target, you lost supply. And if you want to talk about how you can get back on track, you can email me and I'll help you guys out.
For sure.
For sure.
Get it right.
For sure. Hold on. What about let's talk about the Grammys, man. Let's talk about the Grammys. It's wild.
A lot of confusing things.
So it's literally like not the middle of the night. It's like 8:00. And I'm looking on Twitter and I'm seeing Bianca Censor. She has this fur on. I'm like, okay, bitch, okay, the fur. And when that bitch dropped down, it was like,
And you see Kanye standing there like this.
Like he taking a jail picture.
Bro, one of the photographers was like, whoa. Because there were kids there. Yo, she's wearing completely see-through.
She dropped it down. And then it was like, okay, she ain't got no bra on. And then she held it for a second. And then she was like, oh.
Somebody watched the video, y'all. Somebody watched it. Bro, but she looked, it's like she was very confident. But I could see behind those eyes, she was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, the body was T, 100%. But she was naked.
Nah, you seen through Kanye
naked.
Glasses. Kanye Glasses told it all. I got $1 billion plan right here, right now.
Hey, yo, how you think it went down when he was explaiing it to him? When he was just telling her, what you finna do? Because you know it was his idea.
They have some type of they have something going. It's very much like as one of my TikTok followers said, it's a kink. Like he has some type of kink with her. Because don't forget when they were in Italy and she was giving him a whole, situation on the boat in Venice. And she was like, oh, like, I think Kim was never going to do that. Kim was never going to do none of that shit. So he just found somebody that would. That's what it seems like to me.
How Kim gonna say she not gonna do this? And then we got videos of what Kim would do.
But that was before she got famous, though.
No.
That was before she got hit the level of fame.
None of the famous stuff matter. We was like, nah, bro. No.
I mean, but what is the difference? What is the difference between Bianca being naked at the Grammys, where people bring their kids, and Kim being on a tape that got leaked? What's the difference there?
That tape with Kim, they just leaked that motherfucker. She was just being a hoe. You see what I'm saying?
But someone said Chris sold it.
She did.
Allegedly,
Chris,
they all sold it.
That was just
from the very beginning. I think that was all the plan. So it's like the only difference I think it is like, okay, they came out and she just got naked at the Grammys. The other way, they was like, oh well, I wasn't trying for it to come out, but yeah, they was.
But did it work?
And then it's more iconic though. That's some more iconic shit.
No one is ever gonna forget that.
Nobody's never gonna forget.
J-Lo toed the line in the green dress. Remember? Mm-hmm. But Bianca she just broke the
J-Lo did.
Somebody they was saying
she ain't going to no damn jail. They are not gonna lie.
You know what's messed up though? Why she look so much like Kim Kardashian? She looked like her failed clone a little bit.
Someone said the Temu version of Kim K. I mean, I don't know what she looked like before, but I'm sure that like he was very heavy in the way that I feel like Kanye fucking loved Kim. He loved the fuck out of Kim. He heard what people were saying. Because Kim is a badass bitch. At the end of the day, you can hate the Kardashians, you can feel whatever, but they know how to make some fucking money. Like, he loves Kim, bruh. This nigga was on Twitter crying about Kim. That's why they suspended.
Yeah, he was going crazy.
He loves Kim. He had to find somebody else that was fun. Sometimes men just want a fun bitch. They just want a fun ass bitch. You notice she ain't got no kids. She ain't got no kids.
That bitch too fun. That bitch fun as hell. I'm trying
Bruh,
to say.
you gotta really be confident in not only in yourself, but you gotta be confident in your future trajectory to go to the Grammys I'm gonna pull my
I thought
out.
It was weird when I saw goddamn Will Smith's son come out with this goddamn with this shit on his head,
with the haunted house on his head.
Like I thought that I ain't know what was going on from there. But when I seen the Kanye West shit, I was like,
it was like he was trying to make a statement that didn't nobody know what the fuck he was trying to say.
It.
Like, okay, he did have a reason behind it. So Williams,
I'm a castle.
It's a black one.
Okay, you know William Dafoe, right? You know him. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he was the Goblin is the first Spider-Man. William Dafoe, he's been in a lot of other shit. I guess he did a GQ photo shoot and he had that. So he was like pulling shit from that. But with all the controversy around his dad, most people took it like, are you okay?
Yeah,
like blink twice.
What the hell is going on with you, son?
Is that the house something happened to you?
Yes,
like
please,
people were like, I heard that Jaguar Wright, Jaden Smith, like searches were like the highest because people were like, "What does Jaguar have to say?"
Hey, I seen Will Smith been trying to rap. Well, I guess rap again because I guess he used to rap.
He used to rap before.
He trying to do like gangster rap.
That's weird.
Oh my god, I never really like. I think what was that song? Get Jiggy With It. That was cool when I was a kid. But then but it was only because it was paired with Nickelodeon in somewhere. In some way. I don't know. But I think
the hardest song he ever came out with was that Men in Black song. Here comes the Men in Black.
Men in Black.
I think that was the hardest.
Galaxy Defenders.
Yeah. That was the song in there.
Oh my gosh.
Like he had it
That
with
shit
that.
did
After
slap.
that, bro, you can't rap no more. You can't rap no more.
They take his shit. They're like, look, bro.
Yeah,
You know, you did a good run.
Hey, on another note, why y'all think so many planes crashing? What y'all think going on with the airplanes?
Oh man,
What's going on with the planes? They had the one that just crashed in Philadelphia, and then they had the one before that. What was the one that happened before that?
But wait, hold on. The Philly plane crash. Someone was talking about. They made this crazy thing, and they were like, Meek Mill lives in Philly, and they were like, Meek Mill made a song with Drake, and then Kendrick came at the Grammys. They made this whole web of like all the things that happened. Kendrick was. That's not funny. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm not making about the crash, but you know, Kendrick won at the Grammys.
Yeah,
Song of the Year for Not Like Us, bro.
With anything,
but they made a whole diagram, and they were like, "This is all interconnected."
And they
anyway.
made it make sense.
They made it make sense.
They made it make sense.
Because
I'm
Meek
pretty
Mills,
sure if you reach
Meek Mills
far
from
enough, you can
Philly,
make anything
and
make
Gilly
sense.
the Kid too. You know what I'm saying? And
He
they
said
all like
something.
helicopters and planes.
This happened in 1991.
And they did that shit 20 years ago. You know,
I feel like the
He
crashes are like, it's really sad, and I'm not understanding how we're in 2025 and this is happening.
But you know what's crazy though? It remind me of like when all those trains was crashing all at the same time. You remember it was just like this train derailed and another train derailed, another one derailed, and it all happened like at one time. And it just seemed weird. It's like
you think this is a way for them to bring out those like smart cars and flying cars and shit that they keep like showcasing? Because I've been seeing a lot of those shits pop out ever since.
Human error. Yeah. You can
like
do a lot to move the needle.
Cadillac just made one where it's like this big ass fucking car where you can just fly it, you know, and it just it looks crazy.
But I think that would be worse. Like anybody can fly it. I feel
It's
like that would be
automated.
worse.
It'd be
Though.
like AI.
Well, if Trump taking away driver's license, then anybody gonna be able to fly anything anyway. Put a baby in the damn.
Wait,
seat.
hold on a second. You said you think Trump gonna take away driver's license?
That's what, cause this is live.
He won't let it go.
I won't let that go. Hey, no, it's
Trump.
They said this
that's
shit.
not true.
It was everywhere. Everybody would. If it's a lie, it's a lie. I don't know. I never really took the time to sit there and say, okay, Trump did this. But if that may be, I don't know. Shit, take away the license. Hey, anybody can fly a plane. That's probably why.
He said something about the U.S. Department of Education, but I didn't hear him say we're gonna cancel if you're in debt because, baby, I owe them some fucking money from school. And if you, I'm like Trump. I don't even like your ass, but if you,
I thought they did.
They didn't say that so many times. Like I don't understand.
They
like,
cancel shit for like
canceled?
if you went to the University of Phoenix or like this, like
certain branches,
this very obscure,
schools.
like.
Okay.
You know, cosmetic salon school. Not for anybody that went to. I'm like, bitch, if you went to a fucking like 4 year.
Like, Trump need to make college free. Why is college not free? Why do you have to pay for college? That don't even make sense.
Trump said that he was something about child support, bro. And I looked and I was like,
wait, hold on.
And I was looking
what did he say?
He said, like, from what I picked up from the shit, he said that if a man pays child support to, you know, his spouse, whatever, right? That she is no longer able to claim that baby at the end of the year on her taxes. That
no way.
He has to claim that baby on the tax. And I was like, yes, way. And I said, yes, sir. Yes, that is how life should have been from the beginning of time. Like, I don't understand why you get to double dip and pay anyway.
Is it double dipping?
That's what I'm like.
That's double dipping.
They be saying that Trump racist, but that's a black law.
That's a black law.
That's a black law. Let's keep it real. That's a black law.
Somebody in his cabinet got a lot of kids and was like, "Hey man, well, hold on, Trump, real quick."
Hey bro, listen, can you like? I got you.
I got that. I got that. And I'm gonna make it sound sweet too. Hold on, bro. When he said it, I was like, "Hold on." So I get to claim the baby all year round. That's what I get. Okay, cool. So
for real.
But Trump was probably on child support at some point for some of his kids because he got multiple baby mamas.
Oh man, what if he was a child support?
So that could be a Trump law. He like, look, man.
It could be.
Everybody out here with all these
he
families.
getting rid of all of his adversaries.
All of it.
He getting rid of the IRS.
Anything that stood against Trump.
Anything that stood in his way. Anything that stood his way.
What if he was a child support baby? And he like, nah, I hate it. It hated me growing up.
Nah, he got a lot of baby mamas because I remember like, okay, my mom used to always get those entertainment weeklies, the magazines, and then like the in people or in style or
how many
people.
baby mamas that nigga got?
Bruh, he got one Ivanka's mama. Then he got another the woman that passed away was his other baby mama. Then he got Melania.
She passed.
Man.
And then all the other kids we might not.
Trump is the blackest president we ever had.
He got baby mamas, bro. He got baby mamas.
Blackest president.
He said, I ain't paying child support.
Not to say if he's
none of them.
good or bad, but he is the blackest president. My boy got a felony in the White House. He's sitting out here making laws. He making child support laws. And every day the media hates him because they talk crazy about it. He's the blackest president ever, man.
Listen,
a felon in the White House.
If anybody supports him openly, you've basically decided that you are like cool with only your little like 5 people that you fuck with because people are not doing it. If I was to say that I supported him, like I know that my family and friends would be like, "What? Like, are you okay?" But then on the other side of it, there's all these people that would be like, "Let's go." So I don't get in the middle of that. Definitely not a fan of a lot of the shit that he says. I like his crypto shit. I mean, I'm liking what he's doing for crypto. Shout out to Mog. Shout out to Pepe.
My nigga got a sword for a pen, bro. I don't know what he got going on.
I don't know.
Rage war with every piece of paper he got. Every piece of paper he got, he like, yeah, nigga, it's
my turn. He got everybody pissed off. He got China pissed off at him. He got Canada pissed off at him. He got Mexico pissed off at him.
Do you know the horror that swept across people's faces when USPS said, "Hey, we're just not going to be delivering shit from China and Hong Kong"? I was in the comments last night on a post, and these girls were like, "How am I going to get my skincare? How am I going to get my wigs? How am I going to get my clothes?"
We was sitting there watching the news.
How am I going to get my Chief Forest?
They say Trump getting rid of Snap. I was like, oh, God. I was like, oh, God. Everybody in the world, man, is a motherfucker right
it's
now.
Like,
he just can't stop. He just can't stop doing whatever he feel like is the right thing.
Man, bro said he got 4 years. He said, I got 4 years, a good 3.5. I done already been in here about a month or so. And I'm about to stand on everything that I said.
He's standing on what other people said, too, because they didn't give him a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? A lot of campaign funds. So it's a lot of, things that they got to make sure that they go back and do for their constituents or whatever. But that shit is bullshit.
I mean, so far, what has Trump done that's been worse than anybody else that has done so far? Like what has he done? Other than the immigration stuff is wild.
Yeah, I was gonna say
immigration is. Hold on, let's talk about it for a second. Wild. So, ICE, do you guys know what ICE does? ICE is like the fucking, in G.I. Joe when there's like one character and he's on like the good team, but he's actually unhinged and he's like a bad guy. That's ICE. They're coming in schools. They're coming in fucking. And it's not just like, oh, you thinking about like single like men that are just doing nefarious shit. It's mothers, fathers, people that have established lives in the U.S.
Are they illegal though?
But some of them are illegal. But this is some of them are illegal because they've fled their home countries because their home countries is like fucking Betty's Ford in 1987. It's bad. It's fucked up. It's fucked up there. It's fucked up at Sugar Creek in 2003, bro. Do you remember the type of shit that used to go on? Like it's certain, it's like Chirac. It's like bad.
But you know what?
It's
but you
bad.
know what?
They left because they're trying to get away.
I think though, we had to survive Sugar Creek. We had to survive Vegas Fort. We had to go through it. We had to go through it.
And think about like this. This is what I was in California. I was saying like they had a lot of Latino people that was protesting in California about the deportation stuff. And they was waving Mexican flags. And I'm like, okay, well, not just Mexican flag, like home country flags. Okay, understand it. So why you won't go home?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just trying to understand. I understand you repping your country and you in another country, but you mad because they want to send you back to where they came from. Somebody drop in the comments and give me correct on this. I need, because I'm not in no type of way trying to be like, oh,
so hold on. So what you saying?
Be here.
So what you saying is this: that okay? So you over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Representing your gang, basically. Over here, when we want you to go represent your gang over there, where you supposed to be at.
Because look like this: if I pulled up with African flags everywhere, and I'm looking like I'm outside, I got the African, I got the Ghana flag right here, and I'm like, yo, this ain't right. This ain't right. What's the first thing they gonna say? Be like, well, take your ass back to Ghana then. You know what I'm saying? That's
but no, or they could do what the Queen of Pakistan, what those people did in Pakistan, and give that lady what she wants.
What they been saying? She say, no, you shut up. You shut up. You talk too much. You talk too much.
Yo.
He said, Black Queen, come in, sit down.
Bruh,
New York women stand on
that
business.
Absolute diva.
When you can pop up in a foreign country, stand 10 toes down and say, no, nigga, you told me you was gonna marry me. You
are stand up. She's
you
from
gonna
New
come
York.
and see about this. I want $20,000 and I want y'all to fix this road right here. Why is this road so fucked up right here? And then they have motherfuckers like, what do you want? What do you want, Queen?
They serving her the most iconic.
Straight
she's
energy.
sitting there.
Straight boss energy.
She got the money. She counting the money with a Newport 100 in
Golly.
her mouth.
Golly.
She just sitting there counting the money. But why she getting marriage offers? People were offering to marry her.
Wow.
They were offering to marry her. They was like, yeah, I want her to be my. Because listen,
because they ain't never seen no shit like
they
that
never
before in
seen
their
it.
life. He ain't never seen no shit like this.
But the
in
man,
the desert, he ain't never seen no shit like that before.
The man on the
she
television,
probably like Queen Cleopatra or something, like she would take over many lands or some shit. You know what I'm saying? She just popped the fuck up. What?
Listen,
what?
The dude was 19. He was 19 years old.
Was he scamming? What? Like why? What
no, she got there. They fell in love online. They fell in love online, and she got there, and his family didn't approve. So her visa had run out.
From New York,
and she leave.
And she black.
She from New York.
She's leaving, and she starts talking to people. She starts talking to the press. But at her press conference, make no mistake, there were like 100 at least press people there talking to her. And she's on the thing. She's like, I'm here. I'm going to fix shit up. She was like, I was supposed to, I was going to help him fix his shit up. But this is the craziest thing. Two things. First thing is, why was the man, the Pakistani guy, like, hey, brother, you sent her here, marry her. They were like, oh, lock him up. I don't know what's gonna happen to her. They don't play with that shit.
That marriage shit over there with you know what I'm saying, with the Muslims and stuff. They don't play with that shit. They don't play with that shit at all. Like, marriage is very serious. They'll cut your arm off about that shit. They don't play about that. Like,
Pakistan, I think it also gives
it's in their religion. Like, it's very like, you know what I mean. Like they honor marriage. Like, you tell a female out there like, no, I'm going to marry you, and you growing her up like you gotta marry her.
Okay, but also Pakistan is not as ratchet as y'all tried to say it was, because those people were taking her to McDonald's and making sure they got her whole order. They took her to they did take her to a psychiatric place.
Sit down.
They took her to a psychiatric hospital, but they were holding her hand and they were like making sure she was good. And she was talking crazy. Like, she was talking crazy. She told the dude, remember when he was like, go sit down? And she said, no, I'm not going to sit down. I'm not sitting. I want $20K and I want some land.
Like, she was talking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, she was saying her son, she was saying her baby daddy's names, bro. She was wilding.
Yeah, she say what they asked her, she was like, something about the religion. She was like, I ain't got to tell you my religion. That's against the law. Oh, that's my business. And some shit. I was like, what in the world is going on with this lady, bro? What is she? I thought it was some skit or some shit at first. I did too. I thought it was a skit. And then I was like, no, this is real. Like, everybody's posting about it. This lady's literally out here.
She's out there. Naja, whatever her name is. And they said she's 33 years old, bro. She's 33 out there, like, just running shit. Like, I think they said she's coming home. But at the end of the day, bro, it was when she told them to clear the way. She said, I'm about to go mind my fucking business.
Yeah, right. You need to mind your fucking business.
Clear the way.
Hey, did you see what DJ Academics did when they was talking about him?
With the little boy.
When he was on there talking crazy to the little boy.
I seen it.
I
Yeah.
never liked him.
That was weird.
That was weird.
It was weird.
But that's how you know that little boy was raised right, because he was like, no, this is grooming. This isn't okay. Like, I'm a kid. Like, why are you trying to subject a 15-year-old boy to, you know, sexual things that women do? At 15, like, okay, most guys are getting introduced that way earlier, but 15 is still a child. They don't need to be looking.
Nah, but even still, like what he was saying, like even if he said that to me, I would have been offended. Like, well, like what the fuck you trying to get at? What do you mean?
Very
what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Weird, and his reaction said it all.
Nah, but you know what though? He's a Drake super fan, and he's a fan. They all fans. They all
Did
fans.
you see Drake come out? I guess he had a show. And he came out with a shirt, and it had bullet holes all in it, and there was smoke coming out.
For real? What that's supposed to mean?
Well, at least
I
guess he feels. So you know, at the Grammys, Kendrick won Song of the Year for "Not Like Us," and that song, there's no like, questions of what he's saying. He said, "Drake, I hear you like them young." So at the Grammys, when he won, Taylor Swift and Beyonce and Jay-Z and Lady Gaga, everybody's up and dancing and like, yeah. Right, so maybe the bullet holes are like the industry. Everybody's out to get him.
Nah, you know what? Somebody in the industry hates Drake. Yeah. I'm truly starting to believe like somebody is out to get that man. Cause this is like, ain't no way. The Super Bowl, the Grammys, it's like they just burying that man. It's almost like they're near the situation that's going on with Diddy. Because it's like to Drake, his career means everything. Like it's like you could have probably put him in jail as long as he would have had his Grammys and all this stuff. Like, well, they had to lock me up. Nah, they took his career and they wiped their ass with it. Basically, like it's like don't know. He
didn't make it look better when he did the whole lawsuit against Universal, UMG. Like that was crazy. He basically sued Universal Music Group and was like, hey, you know, they didn't take down. He had a whole lawsuit, but one of the things I didn't like in the lawsuit was they had pictures of Black content creators that were live reacting when the song came out. And he was like, you allowed them to stream this. And you know, usually any type of shit, because I've gotten a UMG flag before. I'm doing somebody's content. You gotta go in and change the song because they don't play with that shit. So he's like, oh, y'all, you let the, you know, and shout out to those content curators because I was watching all y'all's reaction videos. Shout out to all y'all.
No, he just been sour as hell. Yeah, it's like he lost the battle. He taking that shit the worst way possible. It's like all his YT side coming out. He don't know how to handle it.
I mean, a rap beef. You want to sue in court over a rap beef? Like that's
nah. But it's like it's not his career. It's past. It's way past. Like rap beef. Like we ain't even talking rap beef no more. It's like you talking like $1 billion generating machine that has been devastated. Think about all the, not just his career, but all the jobs and all the people that's affected. Like they fucked Drake up. Like Kendrick fucked Drake up. Like he took that man outside and he got down. He worked him. Like damn, you know what I'm saying? Because you genuinely feel like when a Drake song come on, your first instinct is to change the song now. You know what I'm saying?
God's Plan played earlier when I was like doing my glam and shit, and I was like, nah, I can't. I mean, but UMG, Universal Music Group, clapped back at him and was like, our team didn't help put you on. Like, people have given countless hours, because if you think about all those people that work with those artists, like over time, hundreds, thousands, millions of hours on photo shoots and rollouts and, you know, music videos. There's so many things. So I don't know. I don't feel like he should, if he was going to sue UMG, sue them, but don't put the content creator. And it was just Black content creators. Lots of people did react to Not Like Us. Drake, so why you only putting just the Black people? That's crazy. Oh, and for that reason, I said, you know, man, finish him.
Drake, man, he felt like all these people changed sides. Finish him. You know, he's having a real, like, he's having a moment right now. What he should have did was when he took the L, he should just want to set his ass down somewhere. Right. Gave it a summer or two, came back, dropped some bops when nobody had gave a fuck. It was literally the way. He should have apologized. It was literally the way he handled it. It was all in the way he handled it. Bar for the bar, L was the L. You know what I'm saying? Nobody even thought you was gonna be him anyway, because Kendrick been sitting there waiting to goddamn chop your ass down for a long time anyway. We knew he was gonna take L. He should have just sat down and took the L. His ego That ego got him fucked
Yeah,
up.
ego. I think he
You know
forgot
what I'm
too
saying?
that a lot of those people, once people saw that the Kendrick thing was taking like getting steam, they didn't want to pull themselves out and get in the middle of that shit. And you got to think about the people like Drake is from Toronto, y'all. It's not like he's from Atlanta. Niggas from Atlanta know the street code. They're not getting involved in that.
And
They're not getting involved in
pulling
that.
some wild allegations about you.
Nah, what
bro.
it was like Drake went to prison. He walked down the prison yard. He seen all his homeboys. Somebody came and G-checked him and beat his ass. And he thought he was sitting there looking like, y'all not gonna help me. While he just stood just on the stomach. Him like, nah, nigga, stomping his ass. You know what I'm saying?
But Drake said some crazy shit. He said Kendrick's was cheating on his wife and beat his wife and his kid wasn't his. Some shit that wasn't even true. So it's like, but the shit Kendrick said, I mean,
it's like
a lot. He was texting Millie Bobby
it's
Brown.
like,
She
once
said
you
that
put that
she
all up.
But you know
communicated
what
him.
though? You know the
And
fucked
that's
up part about
crazy,
this.
'cause he's
Kendrick
old.
never said anything about that. That came out like he never said, "Oh, you would say." He was just like, "Hey, Drake, I hear you like him young." Everybody went and pulled their receipt on that. They pulled their receipt up, and it was like, "Oh, this is what he was talking about." You know what I'm saying? And if the shoe fit, you know what I'm saying?
But he's just, it's no reason why he should have been texting Millie Bobby Brown for no reason. If she came, not that she came out and said it after, but way before, she was doing an interview after Stranger Things, and they were like, "Oh, who's reached out to you?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, I talked to like Drake, and I talked to this person." I'm like, "Well, like you're only like 14, you're like 12, 13, so that's weird." My mama's, I don't give a fuck how famous I am. My mama's not gonna let me talk to nobody that is not in my age range. I don't care what kind of money they got. She ain't no text. Why you texting a grown man? What is that?
Man, that's that grooming. They've been doing that shit since the 90s.
Exactly.
That's true.
Damn, man. The 90s was like, in our mind, like the greatest era ever because we grew up in the 90s and it was like everything is all nostalgic. It was before technology and social media. You actually had to like call people and stuff like that. Like you had to actually have skills to go and talk and network to people. But it's like, now you start to hear about all the stuff that went on. It's like, damn, man. Like all the abuse and all the stuff like the stuff with Nickelodeon, and then you got all the stuff with the Disney Channel, and then you got all the stuff with like wrestling. You remember wrestling used to be big, and now Vince McMahon got all those charges. Bill Cosby, they got Cosby. R. Kelly was big. They got Kills. They got P. Diddy. They got basically all the big figures. Everybody got some charges, man. It's like, damn, man. It's like, was the era only good because we was like living in the lives? We was blinded. We didn't realize. You know what I'm saying?
It's easy to blind a child with
I always thought it was weird. The Amanda Bynes thing was always weird to me because her decline, I was still like a kid when it happened. So it's just like a few years. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, this is more than just like, oh, I'm upset. I'm under a lot of pressure. Like, this is some very dark. For someone to, it's all in the appearance too. Like, you know, she was a very beautiful girl. And then it's like, it looked so unhinged. Like the makeup and even her skin looked much paler. And she just looked like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand who in her life would have sit her down and be like, because she can look like whatever you want to, but and say, hey, are you good? Like, what's going on? That conversation, if it happened, it never happened publicly because they just dragged her in the press. We saw her in North Hollywood. Remember when we saw her in North Hollywood? She was walking across the street. I was like, that's Amanda Bynes. She was in North Hollywood.
We've seen a lot of people like that.
I saw her and I was like, oh my God, like, I used to be the biggest Amanda Bynes fan. I still am a fan of hers. I mean, she can't be responsible for what happened to her, but those men, hold those men responsible. What Queen of Pakistan say? Lock him up.
Lock him up.
It's like they came out with documentaries about everybody, man. It's crazy. Like everybody.
I can't watch Fight on the Set. I feel like I would get so emotional because all of my favorite shows. I went to Nickelodeon at Universal in the 90s. Nickelodeon had like Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios in Orlando.
I remember, you remember, like we used to watch this shit on TV, and that probably was like the greatest thing a kid probably could ever do. Like you probably just gonna pass out of a kid. Like we finna go and get slimed and go get one of the little blimps, and it was like,
bro. So in Orlando, that's where I was born. Orlando, they had an after school program my mom put me in, and we went to Universal Studios every single week. Because it was right down the street from the after school. Bro, I'm telling you, they would film Figure It Out. They would be filming shit there. I got slimed one time. They had like all the characters like on the wall. It was insane.
Yeah,
they had
So you got
choice
you
awards
lucky.
out
It's
there.
like you got
that
to
would've been
live
life.
the experience while it was still pure.
It
Now
was
it's looking
beautiful.
like
It was beautiful. Like, but now I look at that shit and I'm like, how many people were working there that didn't take a break or were having weird, like their bosses being weird to them? I'm not saying Nickelodeon Studios was just like that, but the people that were controlling the dialogue and the shit that we were eating as kids, like, that's not even around now. That shit is banned.
Damn.
When was the last time you saw some of the stuff we had as a kid? They didn't have to remix it and change
Boy,
it.
Orlando Brown still tweaking out about half that shit that happened when he was a kid, so you know it had to be some major shit. He's still tweaking the fuck out about
him and Raven Simone. What happened to
all
Raven?
tweak. All of them.
Raven is a black woman, and they just treated her as such. You see what I'm saying?
No,
They
I'm gonna be real with you.
disrespected
The
her.
Disney Channel, well, not just the Disney Channel, Disney in general is worse than whatever Nickelodeon did. Like,
I
Disney,
doubt it. I think they're both just the same.
No. Because you got to look into Disney. Like, you got to look into, like, way before the shows, you got to look into the history. It's a whole lot of satanic stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff with Disney. And they got, like, a crazy monopoly on the industry of, like, our children. And it's crazy. Because Walt Disney is so, like, you got to go, like, look at an autobiography of Walt Disney and so, like, he was weird.
Like how he
was
created
weird
Okay,
as
so I
hell.
have to tell y'all a crazy story. Okay, so I'm in LA. I get invited by one of my coworkers to go to this party, and it's this place called Clifton's Republic, which is downtown LA. So I walk in. It's literally the strangest place I've ever been. You walk in, you look to the right, and there is a full life-size buffalo. A stuffed fucking buffalo in the wall. And I'm like, there's trees coming out of the middle of the floor. There's steps going around. There's a little door that looks like the door to like some type of castle. And you can walk in there. And so I'm there and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
so,
you don't want to go behind the castle, do
bro. So I went, I'm curious. Like, I walk into
you see, and I used to, and when we was, I used to tell this shit. I was like, if you go to LA parties, you can't just be curious. Like, you stay where everybody else is. Because them back rooms is where she go down at.
But it wasn't a back room. It was literally when you walk in the venue, it's like up some steps and it's right there. And
well,
the buffalo is right there.
And I guarantee that's how it was in P. Diddy house. Everybody's right here. You go
The next thing you know, you lost some goddamn
baby.
Oh
on the
my
middle of the
God!
basement.
Stop. Okay,
Baby
so
oil.
I'm gonna tell. Let me fast forward to the part. So there's like, this is a very
Some baby oil
historical.
slip and slide.
This is a historical fucking venue. Walt Disney. So one of the attendants is telling me, he's like, yes, Walt Disney used to party here. Warren Buffett used to party here. All these people used to party here. And he's like, it's called the what is the name of it? Oh fuck. It's a room. The 1010 room or the something room. I did not go. The whole room has like diamonds and shit everywhere. I did not go to that room because I just felt better by the tree and also where the exit was at. But then I go to the restroom and somebody's like, yeah, this light down here, this light has been burning since like 1940 or 1930 or something. And it's just like a bulb of lights like in the, and they're like, the light is never gone
charged
out.
off all the wicked energy that's in there.
It's never gone out. They're peacocks. That was a crazy party. That was a crazy fucking party, bro.
No.
Everybody's pulling their little shit out of their little necklaces. I was like, oh!
Like vampires. Not for real.
Yeah.
Nah, since we telling LA stories, you remember we was in LA and we was looking for Airbnbs and we went to that I don't know if it was like okay, it was an apartment place, but the building was an old electric factory, like one of the oldest. It was a factory. You know how they make lofts and stuff like that in like old factories and stuff out here. So that's basically what it was, but it's in downtown LA. You know what I'm saying? So we go down there to look at the spot and stuff. I'm talking about this is literally the creepiest place I have ever been in my life. I'm talking about every cliche creepy thing that probably ever happened in a haunted mansion movie happened like right there. Like the old caretaker dude was standing there. Like when you ever went to go tour a place and the person is not gonna like go with you. Like he just like, and the keys was like on this big ass key ring and the key is like this long. You're like, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm looking up the name of the place so I can tell you because
it was General Electric.
General Electric building, but it's right next to that hotel, where all those people died. They made American Home, the Cecil.
The Cecil Hotel.
Okay,
That's
listen,
right
we get out on the parking lot and I can see the Cecil Hotel literally right, it's like right there. And I'm like, what? That's the Cecil Hotel. So we're already freaking out. Then we get to the building. We walk in. Everything looks very historic. It's like there's an actual mini museum in the front lobby that has like these old chairs.
And it's dark. I'm talking about like it's dark and it's dank and it's musty in there for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we go to the little office. It's this old ass, incredibly old man. And I'm like, we here do tour, whatever. He don't ask me for no ID. He don't ask me for nothing. He don't say nothing. He sticks his hand out because it's like you can't go into where because it's an old office. There's like the window with the little speaker thing and the little thing. Mm-hmm. So he says nothing. When I pull up, he's sitting in his chair and he's in the opposite direction.
Pacific.
And I'm like,
I think that's the name of it.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got an appointment, whatever. He turns around. He don't say shit. Throws the keys in the thing. Turns back around. You know what I'm saying? And we get the key. We go get on the elevator because the elevator got the keys had the numbers on it. And we start walking around in there. I'm looking like, bro, this is the creepiest place ever. I can't even describe how creepy it was. And you would have to go in there. Nope. It's like the windows.
It's the Pacific Electric building. And this is what it looks like. So you can see.
Nope.
Let me see.
That's it.
I would have thought everybody died in there that same day.
I'm about to pull up the video that I took while we was in there.
Did.
Oh my God. And I'm talking about we hit like that 12th floor. We hop off on the elevator. It's somebody on there just wailing, screaming like an old man. Oh, I'm like,
oh no!
What the fuck?
Y'all was
like
in hell. Y'all was in hell
because if hell is a real place on earth, right there.
The
doorway to get there is through that place
right there. It was right there
for sure.
No.
Hold on, I got the video. Okay, this is the video.
With the man yelling?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta hear this.
Do you see the hallway, bro?
Yeah, ain't nobody. That nigga sound like he's like right there.
Hold on, let me rewind it.
Literally, it sounds like the person was like right there.
It does, and we could never find out where that sound was coming from.
I couldn't understand. Like,
we got to go back out there and do a paranormal investigation.
Yeah, Would you go? Would you go?
Paranormal investigation.
Man, as much paranormal shit we done seen together. Damn right, we going for that. We out.
But I
Hustle Network paranormal investigating team.
Let's go.
Y'all heard about Deepseek? Deepseek is like the Chinese version of ChatGPT. It might have been built on ChatGPT. They're still trying to figure it out. But Deepseek just got really famous like overnight. It only took them $6 million, they say, to make it. And they said that what people were able to generate was like insane compared to ChatGPT.
Damn.
The only kicker is the data. Allegedly, China owns all the data, so people that have downloaded Deepseek could be in like.
Yeah, it's only gonna get better and better, man. Or eventually, you ain't gonna be able to tell. Well, it's already kind of like you can't really tell what's real and what's fake. You don't know what you hear. You don't know what you see.
The AI phone call thing kind of scared me because there was like this. I don't know. You know those YouTube ads, and it was like this woman, and she was like talking about how her daughter was scammed with like an AI phone. She had a young daughter. I think her daughter was like a teenager. She was like, "Protect your kids." You know, I'm like, what am I supposed to like, tell me what to do? Damn.
Facts.
Y'all done came out here with the violence and sad story.
Wow.
What is the plan? And of course, it was a course for $39.90.
Oh yeah, she got to sell it to you. She got to tell you. She got to sell you the dream of how to protect your kids properly. You know.
I feel like me and Pierre have built a rapport, and I could just tell him, "Okay, Pierre."
I don't trust Pierre. He's one of them. He's one of the ones.
I mean, I'm gonna try to.
Cause he cool.
By the time me and Pierre are done talking,
Smith and I robot.
he will be a Christian Christ follower.
I don't trust y'all.
I'm gonna talk to him about.
I see the hate in your eyes. You don't like me because
I want to know how you feel, nigga.
Like, hold on. So let me tell you something crazy. A lot of people use AI they're using them as like therapists, but also you can get AI to like help you come up with prayers, like and say like, hey, I want to
Using
pray
AI
about.
for a therapist is kind of wild because it's like when the robots come, they're gonna know all your deepest fears. You sit there telling them like, I have a fear of drowning. I dream and I think I'm gonna drown. They're gonna take a picture and put like, yeah.
But wait, did
You
y'all
remember
see,
that time you told me to carry this and do this? Nah, you do that. Now you drown.
Did you see Kai Cenat and he got like
That little robot?
AI, yeah, the
Yeah.
little, and they were like kicking him. They were
That's
like kicking him.
That's wild because when it took, I'm like, bro, that robot probably
didn't
can rip
like
your
that
whole arm
guy.
off. You know what I mean?
That was mean.
Because I truly do think, I don't know like if the robots got the AI in them yet like that, but once they start like really putting that AI into these robots, like, I truly do believe it's gonna be like an artificial person.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's gonna think, it's gonna want to learn because they teaching it to like in order for it to grow, they give it commands to okay, go learn this, go learn that, go learn about this and that. Like that's gonna be scary because it's like, yeah, this is literally a whole nother person. Because once they start perfecting these bodies, you can't really tell the difference between a robot and a person. Like they're gonna have to get a robot's rights and like, you know.
Oh yeah, I
That's
mean,
crazy.
people already are into AI companionship. Like people have AI girlfriends, AI boyfriends.
That's weird.
There's a company called.
Fuck.
It is.
That's weird. Dog. I'm sorry. I mean,
Yo,
hey,
you tell Cuz some shit,
But
and
it's
he be like,
But maybe it's easier. Maybe it's
Fuck.
easy to date a Marine girl because she ain't gonna never. She ain't
like it
gonna
may
do
be
no stuff.
easier, but
I
damn,
don't
she
know.
gonna goddamn turn up on your ass. I guarantee you, she gonna goddamn download.
Nah, what if
all
it's
your-
gonna be like in the
she gonna
future?
now she gonna download all your phone data and shit and goddamn turn the fuck up
Yo,
on your ass, bitch.
cheating on your AI girlfriend,
Hey,
for
cheating
real.
on your AI girlfriend and
She's
she
like-
done found out the
she's like,
code.
James, where have you
like
been?
what?
It's like I went to the gym. I went through your phone. Who is she?
For real. I seen you like
I seen
344 pictures.
Then all the doors lock and the windows go down.
Yeah, it's up, cuz
It's
no.
over with.
No.
Oh my god, man. We
No.
going into a crazy and terrifying future, man.
There's a company called Replica.
Yep.
It says a faithful companion. Create your personal AI friend.
Wow.
Create your personal and you can, okay, I'll just
Yeah.
just keep
Next
it.
week I'm gonna make
yeah.
a companion and we're gonna see what she say, man. Most definitely.
You're
man.
gonna do what?
We're gonna make a companion too. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you said we make a companion or I'm gonna make a companion. I'm
I
like,
said
wait.
we.
Okay, we.
Like,
Okay,
I was
let's
finna
go.
say, yeah, y'all can
Because
have,
then she
hey, y'all
can't-
can have
we-
that one together. y'all can do that one together, cuz
No, we have to. If it's gonna be one of us, it has to be all of us.
All right, man.
We have to.
Let me go ahead and get up out of here before we get into trouble, man. It's time to go. Man, I appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Thank you for coming to the Rockstar Hustle Network,
For
man.
sure.
Appreciate y'all family for coming through and dropping y'all hot takes, man. And we're gonna see y'all next week. We are out.